I saw some. Yeah, Arekkz. Okay, we gotta watch this.
Hey guys,
Actually,
it's
we gotta
Arekkz,
watch
and there's
this.
a brand new creature catching open world game on the horizon.
Is this
This
real?
one's aiming to mix monster collecting with full-on action combat.
Is this
It's
real?
called ANIIMO, and while it's still early days, the first details and gameplay are looking pretty promising. The game's being developed by Paw Print Studio, and it's set to release in 2026 on Xbox Series, PC, iOS, and Android as a free-to-play title.
Is this real?
The closed PC beta is already.
I thought Power
underway,
World
so
was
silence
fake.
are
Exactly.
closed at the moment, but if you snagged a spot, you can dive in and play now.
Wait,
Thanks to the
what?
studio, we were able to get access to try it out. And
Wait,
let you guys know
what?
what it is and what we think.
They don't
about
have
it.
a Steam
We have
store,
played it
bro.
since it's gone
So
live.
at least pre-register for it. That okay? This is a real freaking game, guys. This is really real.
Systems, mechanics, and ANIIMO. From what we've played so far, the game is actually super fun with a few jank elements which we will talk about over the course of the video. Now let's go over what ANIIMO
Got the
actually
nacho
is.
secured. Let's
In
go.
ANIIMO, you're not truly bonding with them, as the game takes the
Couple
classic
games to play
monster
this
catching
month,
formula, which
man.
you know from Pokemon, and adds a unique twist through something called the twining system. Instead of just commanding your creatures in battle, you actually merge with them, unlocking new abilities.
That's kind of a
changing
cool
your
concept.
perspective, and opening up new ways to play and interact with the world.
Wow.
The creatures themselves are called ANIIMO, and they're scattered across a massive open world known as Idle. Each one looks cool, and they aren't just for fighting. You're able to capture, train, evolve, and even research them as you explore.
Wow.
And the deeper your connection with them, the more powerful and versatile your partner becomes. The evolving bond with the ANIIMO isn't just cosmetic, as it also ties directly into gameplay, and thanks to the twine system, you can take on their forms.
Look at this game looks beautiful, bro. Wow. My God, bro. If they get this right, this could be so much fun. It better be multiplayer though.
And access to things like gliding, climbing, and sprinting.
Look at
Others
this.
unlock different environmental interactions. And some actually change how you approach combat and exploration too. There's a lot going on. It's actually a really cool idea and twist because it brings elements.
Look at the gameplay. It looks good.
Into a creature collecting Pokemon kind of game. The world of ANIIMO is quite big though. There's a lot of different biomes and
oh my
landscapes.
gosh, guys, it's co-op. That says 2-player over there in the front. It's co-op too. This is a primary, but what would the play to win option be? Unless, I mean, yeah, if you're playing against people, but if it's mostly PvE and I could just buy, like, I think these games can get away with just putting in really good cosmetics and people still spending this like similar amount of money. Like, where would in a like a Pokemon type game, like creature collecting game, where would there be a pay to win aspect unless you're doing like a ranked play? And even then you can control that. Will it be one of those games? Probably. But I'm really hoping not. If it has gamble creature loot box. But I thought that was illegal now. Or is that only in the US? I thought that like you legally couldn't do that anymore. You couldn't have loot boxes anymore. Huh. Alright, well, the concept of this game is really freaking cool, and I'm here for it. Pal World, and everybody doubted, and then it was one of the biggest games to ever release on Steam. So I'm gonna keep high hopes for everybody out there that this isn't some type of gacha game. I'm gonna keep high hopes because Pal World shocked the world, and you can't. Hey, bro, Nintendo can't sue these guys. This is a completely different concept. They're merging with the creatures. You can't sue them, bro. There's no Pokeballs involved. It's just another creature collecting game. You know me, I'm the doubter. Fair enough, fair enough. You can do it. Just have to say what percentage you have. Yeah. All right, let's see. Let's see.
Feature floating cities, volcanic zones, deep oceans.
Look at the bro. Look at this map.
Connected cities, volcanic zones, deep.
Look at that, bro. Look at that world. Looks insane. People coming Nintendo's neck. Yeah, Lego is making Mario Party type game. Yeah, I saw that actually, which is kind of cool. You could do so much with the Lego franchise, bro. Just everything in Nintendo, they could do so much more. Bro, look at this world. That looks insane.
And forests that are all seamlessly connected. In the open world, you're also able to encounter physics-based puzzles that reward chests with materials and currencies. These are solved with a
Where I think this game can be better is you're diving more into the creatures rather than the upkeep and survival crafting and the all, like, you still get the exploration and you still get the creature collecting aspect, but there is no more. It seems like it's getting rid of the maintenance part of it, which I think this game is gonna have some type of survival crafting concept and some building concept in it. I just hope it's not super intense. I like that you actually get to control the creatures. You can empower them, but you're more of a tamer. In this game, you're the tamer and the creature at the same time, which is pretty dope concept.
variety of methods, including elemental powers like fire, wind, and water, which are tied directly to the abilities of the ANIIMO you've bonded with. Honestly, they've gone all out with the ecosystem. The ANIIMO will actually react to the time of day, the weather changes will affect abilities, and the world actually feels alive. You might see a nocturnal creature only appear during storms or at night, and you may even spot your own ANIIMO curling up by a fire if you're near one. Now let's talk about battling, as this is a core mechanic and why you capture the ANIIMOs.
Look at that.
Into catching as well.
You battle with them too, in a different. I mean, in Power World you do that too.
Where you control your ANIIMO from a distance with tactical commands, and the Twine mode where
Look
you
at that.
become the ANIIMO and fight using real-time flashy combos and special attacks.
That
Both
is
have
insane.
their advantages, and switching between them on the fly is interesting and adds that extra depth to combat. Each species has its own behavior, pattern.
No, it really does look too off. Like, this looks like too good to be true. Like, look at the UI. Look at the characters. Oh my god, bro. And for some reason, I just don't feel a lawsuit. I don't feel a lawsuit involved. I just don't. I have no idea what country's making this game. Honestly, I don't know, but it looks so good.
To study them, set up the right conditions, and use the environment to your advantage. There are also classic style elemental matchups with things like fire to use against grass, water against lightning, and so on, which does matter more in those type of battles.
ANIIMO with 2 eyes. So it's not on Steam though. It's like a website you gotta click on. I think it's gonna be on Xbox though.
You must make sure
I'm sure it'll come to Steam.
Roster of ANIIMOs ready to battle. These systems within the game go pretty deep, as you have personality stats, rare roles, and rare traits.
Wow, this looks so good.
Any of the ANIIMOs, adding that chase for the perfectly rolled god roll ANIIMO of your favorite one. If you're just there to capture as many creatures as possible though, it looks like you can definitely do that. Capturing new ANIIMOs is done through throwing an Ani pod, and these have a set chance to capture creatures with different conditions affecting the odds.
Okay, it does have. Okay, it's not a Pokeball. It's a cube. Smart.
Landing break damage will weaken them further, making them easier to capture. And if you're using a higher tier Ani pod, you'll increase your rates even more. There's also a researcher level system that boosts your capture skills over time, so the more you invest into studying the creatures, the more efficient you become at capturing them. So while in some cases you can just spam to try and capture things,
this looks too good to be true. This looks too good to be true.
Your ANIIMO is pretty straightforward, and there are a couple of different ways to go about it. You can use special items like experience gems to instantly boost a creature's level, or you can just use them in your active roster and head out into battle. When you're in Twine mode, any enemies defeated will pass.
Look at the Twine mode, bro.
So staying active in combat pays off too.
Wow.
There's even alpha ANIIMOs in the game that function as boss fights. Full-on ground-painted AoE attacks to dodge.
Oh my god.
Pseudo raid-style mechanics, like getting a flying ANIIMO to pick up ANIIMOs to bring it down from flying as it attacks, so you can manage it. These alphas can be fought solo or in co-op, and after beating them, you have a chance to.
Is it only co-op, or is it gonna be more like 3-player, 4-player? I wonder how. Like, I wonder if it's gonna be one big open world, like one big server. Like, that would be really cool, but really hard to do. If it's server based, it would still be cool, but I want it to be in that realm of almost like MMO like, bro. That is the real question: is how is this game going to be set up? That's the real question. Independent Chinese developer, surprisingly not owned by NetEase. Facts. NetEase is always making some different shit.
But does cost energy. so you are limited on how
It
many
looks
times you can
really
open the
good,
chest back to
man.
back.
It looks
You
really
can
good.
repeat farm the alpha over and over back to back, which is awesome, as we
Wow.
hate when gameplay is
It
blocked by
looks like
energy-based
I wonder what
systems.
the bad
Also
parts of the
wanted to
game
mention
are.
and highlight the sanctums in the game, which are very similar to Zelda Trials.
Whoa.
These are instance dungeons with puzzles to solve using
What?
different game mechanics and different ANIIMO powers, as well as elemental interactions, making for a fun minigame dungeon that's
No
spread throughout the
way.
world to encounter. Honestly, they're pretty cool, but they are very close to Zelda. Something else that's really cool is that you can do so much in co-op. You can team up with a
NetEase partially owns most Chinese game developers, so surprised they have no piece in the
friend
pie.
and
Fair
explore
enough,
their
yeah.
world freely together.
2 to 4 player
As a
co-op.
party, and it's pretty fast. Their world cool is that you can do so much in
Oh,
co-op.
wait.
You can team up with a friend and explore their world freely together.
Oh, so it's
completely
server-based,
as a
okay.
party, and it's pretty fast and easy to join on each other. You can tackle these special puzzle sanctums together, use different ANIIMO forms to solve challenges together, and on the more casual side of things, when you're not exploring or battling, you can hang out in social hubs, customize your home space, or just chill
there's
with
a
your
building
ANIIMO
aspect.
who actually
Okay.
roam, play, and even nap beside you like
This
real
is cool.
creatures. There's even
Xbox,
trading if you
PC, so
capture
no
something your
PS5 I
friend
think
really
right now. No
wants,
Angel
and
again.
figure out if you'll
Damn.
trade with each other. Furthermore, there is PvP battling as you progress.
Angels, it's
although
time
we
for
haven't
him
really
to
tested this feature
upgrade,
out
bro.
yet.
Time for him
When
to
it comes to
upgrade.
playing with friends, it seems pretty fleshed out and functional. Now, graphically, the
That's
game
good.
does look incredible. It's stylized, vibrant, and has
I
a great
love
feel
the
to it.
graphics.
It actually does kind of look like the trailers. The fidelity is fantastic as you look across a
Wow, you
landscape
never hear that
scrolling through
about beta
water.
tests,
It has
bro.
a very pleasant aesthetic and world to explore. Plus, the
Wow.
ANIIMO themselves have
Is
a
this
wide
Pokemon game?
variety
Pretty
from
much,
cute
yeah,
and
bro.
cuddly to fierce and battle ready, as
But
well
it's
as just
different.
quirky and
The game's different in the sense where you merge with your creature, with the Pokemon, pretty much. You merge with them, and then it becomes like a human form of it, and you just go around fighting shit. It's kind of cool. This looks like a really exciting game. He needs to get like a laptop or Steam Desk or something. Yeah, he's definitely. It's time. He needs to invest in the little PC, man. He doesn't have to get nothing crazy. Something functional, really. Okay, yeah, bro. This game looks really
weird.
cool.
The performance on the game is mostly good. It does suffer from some hitching and popping, but the general moment-to-moment gameplay doesn't feel like it's hindered by some of the glaring performance issues that have been seen in other mainstream creature collecting games. Plus, you could play on lower settings, which may help fix this, depending on your hardware, of course. For our i7 and
This looks
4080
dope.
setup, it recommended Ultra, which is the maximum option, and it plays well enough outside of the first time loading into each area, which did hitch. It also isn't the full release, so there should be plenty of time to improve performance across the board. In our gameplay part 1 video, we actually had to turn the graphics down from ultra to medium, but those issues seem somewhat isolated to the starting section of the game, as the open world wasn't that bad. The game does
looks
also suffer
dope.
from some general bugs, such as doubled up audio, loss of control, and clipping,
Okay.
but with it being a beta, these things are
The boys all
expected,
pitch
and I do
in.
think they'll get ironed out.
Maybe.
For those interested, the game supports controllers
bad idea.
and keyboard and mouse, but the controller in the beta isn't fully optimized with all
That's
the
really not a
features
bad
you
idea,
expect,
Rob.
so we haven't been able to test
Actually.
everything. And we really enjoyed our time with the game. It feels like
Oh
an
my God,
amazing
look at
blend
that.
between
You can
some of the
surf
most
on a
popular games
fucking
out there, like
board?
Zelda, Pokemon, and Genshin Impact, creating something fun to play that we can see a lot of people being interested in.
Look at
as
this
some
world.
of the features are things that players have been.
Now, I really hope they do include some type of world hub. Like, some type of world hub would be so cool. Like, I want there to be an MMO feel in a Pokemon type game. And I already know this is probably not going to be this game, but like world hub for a game like this would be so cool, bro. Or just an MMO version of it would be so cool, bro. I just want to see other people run around with their creatures and be able to fight in like the same buildings, and we grind after the same trainers, and we fight them, and oh my God, like the same way Pokemon does. And it has like, oh bro, I wish they would make a game like that. I really wish they would. I think it would be so good.
Asking for in the genre for years. There are a few pain points, such as if this could be another Pal World scenario, where the big N takes aim at Paw Print Studio,
The big
as some of the
N.
systems and ANIIMO seem heavily influenced by their games. Like the Sanctum, for instance, looks very similar to the Trials in Zelda Breath of the Wilds, as well as Tears of the Kingdom. Also, while the majority of the designs look different to Pokemon, there are a few that look very visually similar, but are still mechanically different. For example, the ANIIMO B source reminds us of Char Cadet visually, but in-game it's an electric type and has some very cool music-based skills.
Bro, look at that character.
Just take a look at this.
Oh, that's fire!
So you can see there might be inspiration, but the gameplay is.
You see how? Yeah, bro. We already knew he wasn't gonna play next year. He tore his Achilles in the finals. That's like a full year of recovery injury, maybe even longer.
Style games. But so far,
that is the worst injury a basketball player could get, bros. Like any athlete really could get from is tearing their Achilles. Like it's worse than ACL, anything. That's probably the worst injury you can get as an athlete.
The majority of content can be easily farmed in the game. We did, however, find there are ANIPod Ultras that we believe is in the premium currency store.
Oh, here goes the store
stuff.
Capture
of any ANIIMO with a 100% chance.
Oh my God.
It sounds kind of more akin to a pay-for-convenience system, as farming alphas tend to have a 6 to 9% capture rate.
Get rid of
but
that,
you can
bro.
farm them repeatedly
well,
until you get.
I guess that's not a problem because these are your own servers. So if you want to go buy them and make it easier for yourself to catch good Pokemon, then alright, bet, so be it. It's your own server. You can have fun at your discretion. Happy birthday, old man. I'm poor, but I love you. Yo, Joe, you don't have to give me no type of money, bro, but I appreciate the 1,000 bits. Holy shit, man.
So this type of purchase would just save you time. Whether or not
this game that this video that we're watching, like, it doesn't even look real.
Is yet to be seen, and we're yet
it's a creature capturing game where you can merge with your creature and be the creature and fight with them, essentially.
Another thing that people may take
pretty much Pokemon on crack.
Today, we awaken the Guardian with the grandest of ceremonies.
This looks dope. They have cutscenes and everything already. This game's probably gonna come out soon, then. Fall? Fall time? I hope Cyclops is soon, bro. Oh, the character in Rivals.
When darkness devoured the
Rob, you don't even play Rivals. Fake ass Power World. This might actually hold up better than Power World. I don't see any survival crafting in it, which would be nice. I'm sick. I'm honestly sick of playing survival crafting games, bro.
Let us pray together.
I just don't got the patience.
Bear witness to the Guardian's blessing.
Phoenix is his girlfriend, so hope Cyclops. Ah, copy. All right. They'll probably have a team up and everything. That would make sense.
It does seem super lifeless.
Rob, are you gonna play Rivals? Like, you've never really played it.
The game as a whole is a surprisingly fun experience, with an interesting world to explore, deep capture and battle mechanics to dive into, and various mechanics combined together in a way that works really well. When it comes to creature collecting, it feels like they're really pushing the boundaries of what you would expect to be done, and so it's a game we will definitely be keeping an eye on. But remember, while we are optimistic, we're also staying very cautious here, because you never know what could happen. With what happened to Pal World, even if you don't have the intention to play the game, this could be a spicy one to follow. But unlike Pal World, they are a Chinese game developer, meaning that international IP laws do function a bit differently here.
Yeah.
So what do you think about all of this?
We just need one more friend. Nah, literally.
Up to date on all of this interesting stuff. Here at Arekkz Gaming, we're two friends who love to play games. You have me.
That game looks sick, bro. That game looks like it's gonna be something insane. Pokemon meets Zelda. So dope.